Hi, I'm Andrea Powers of Powers Yoga, and this is Powers Flow. Let's go ahead and let's begin at the top of the mat in our mountain pose with our feet hip width apart. Let's begin by picking up our toes and spreading them out, pinky toe to big toe. Taking a moment just to feel all 10 toes, the ball, the outer, and the heel of the foot as we draw the arches up off the mat, drawing the navel to the spine. And let's go ahead, let's lift our hearts, lengthening our spine, drawing our shoulder blades together and down away from the ears. And let's let our fingertips curl naturally, gazing forward and then slightly taking the chin to the chest to stack the ears over the shoulders. And let's take a few moments here, either with our eyes open or our eyes softly closed. And we're going to begin today with our class with a little breathing exercise to connect with our prana, with our life force energy, our breath as it flows through the body, matching today each pose with each breath. So let's begin first by just becoming aware of the breath. Feel the breath. Sense the breath. Feel how the breath moves naturally in and out of the body. Once you become aware of your breath, I want you to begin with a breathing exercise of inhaling into the belly, the ribs, the chest, to the crown of the head. And then exhale it from the crown of the head, the chest, the ribs, down into the belly. Just do that 2 more times. Inhaling belly, ribs, chest, head. And then exhaling from the head, the chest, the ribs, to the belly. Doing a few more in silence, and maybe even taking a moment to set your intention as you connect with the breath. Maybe setting an intention for your class, or maybe for the rest of your day or week. Now that we're connected with the breath, connecting the mind, the body, and the spirit, we're ready to begin our practice. Let's go ahead, let's flutter open up our eyes. And let's take a nice deep inhale, and as we inhale, let's send those fingertips up towards the sky. And on our exhale, let's take a chair pose and let's go through a chair flow just as a little pre-warm-up before we come into our Surya Namaskar, sun salutations. As we inhale, we want to inhale again into the belly, the ribs, the chest, the head, and maybe bring the palms overhead if that feels good to you. And then exhale back into chair. Palms can turn down towards, or maybe getting a deeper sensation alongside the ears. As you inhale, lengthen and open up the heart. And then exhale, send that breath, send that prana out into the earth through the soles of the feet. And as you inhale, bring that energy into the palms. And exhaling, sending it and grounding it down into your practice, down into your mat. This time we're going to inhale, come into an upward salute, and we're going to exhale, take a forward bend. So with a nice flat back, lower down, exhale, let all the breath out. Bring the hands either onto the shins, the ankle of the foot, or maybe even the mat, looking at the foot, or maybe in between the knees. And then inhale, let's float ourselves up with a micro bend in the knees. Upward salute, gazing forward, or maybe gazing to the hands, and exhale for Utkatasana. Inhaling for upward salute, opening up the heart, lengthening the spine. And as you exhale, let all the breath out. Let the heart melt to the thigh. See if you can bring the palms maybe down to the mat. Inhale, sweeping the arms back up to the sky for 1 more round. Maybe this time moving in silence. Flowing with your own breath, being your own guru. And beautiful. Let's hold this forward fold for a few breaths. In this forward fold, maybe we'll even grab for the elbows and just gently rock side to side. Just letting go of any stress or any tension in the shoulders and the neck. And beautiful. Let's go ahead. Let's settle. Let's bring our hands back onto the mat. And let's inhale. Let's come into half back. Let's look halfway up. Either our hands could come onto the mat or maybe we need a little more height. We could bring our hands onto the shins. Exhale, fold back over again. Relax, let go, let the heart melt. Drop the head maybe down. Maybe the palms can come flat. Inhale, let's float ourselves back up for an upward salute. Inhaling again, belly, ribs, chest, head. Letting our breath exhale into chair, Utkatasana, guide us through our practice today. Letting our breath tell us how fast or how slow we should be moving. And on the exhale, let's take a forward fold, relax, let go, drop the head all the way down. See if you can look in between the knees. And this time, let's come into half back. Let's inhale, look halfway up. And on the exhale, step your left leg back for a nice deep lunge, looking for one straight line from the heel to the crown of the head, framing that front foot. And let's lower that left knee down, maybe even releasing the toe. And as you inhale, let's gaze up towards the sky. And as you exhale, walk the hands back and let the heart melt to the thigh. Bring the nose to the ankle and the crown of the head towards the foot. Let's do that a few more times. Inhale, walking the hands up, framing the front foot, lifting the heart, lengthening the spine. And then on the exhale, walk the hands back, let the heart melt to the thighs and bring the nose towards the ankle, crown of the head towards the foot. Inhale, rocking forward. Maybe this time you want to lift the arms up, bringing the arms alongside the ears and maybe again gazing up to the sky. And on the exhale, float the arms down and take a bow, folding over, and maybe this time relaxing the head, trying to bring the nose to the knee. Inhale, let's go ahead. Let's rock the hands forward, straighten out that back leg, and on your next inhale, step that back leg in to meet the front for half back, and then exhale, fold over, relax, and let go. Inhale, let's rise. Micro bend in the knees, and then inhale, belly, ribs, chest, head. Grab that energy you created, bringing it into the palms, and exhaling out in through the soles of the feet into your Utkatasana. Inhale, upward salute, belly, ribs, chest, head. And exhale, letting go. Let all that prana, life force, energy out. See if you can bring the palms maybe down to the mat, and then inhale. Come into half back, lift the heart, lengthen the spine. Exhale, let's go ahead, step the right leg back, framing that front foot. Again, looking for one straight line from the heel through the crown of the head, lowering the right knee down and releasing the toe. On the exhale, let's walk the hands back. Let's take a bow. And on the inhale, let's walk the hands forward, rocking, lifting the heart, lengthening the spine. And exhale, walking it back, taking your time, not rushing our practice, but sometimes going slower is the practice, and maybe even going a little deeper, lifting the arms up to the sky. If this is too challenging, then just keep your hands on the mat and exhale. Let's fold back. Let's take a full forward fold. See if you can bring the nose to the knee on this one. And beautiful, let's go ahead from here. Let's walk the hands back to the top of the mat. Take the right leg, curl the toe under, step that right leg in to meet the front leg into half back. As you inhale, look halfway up. And as you exhale, again, relax, surrender. See if again you can bring the palms to the mat, even if we have to bend the knees to do so. On your next inhale, let's float up with a nice flat back. Inhaling again, belly, ribs, chest, head, gazing forward, or maybe gazing up to the hands, or maybe even taking a gentle back bend. As you exhale, come into your chair of choice. Inhale, upward salute, or standing back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Relax, let go, move with a nice flat back all the way down, and then drop the head, looking at the feet or in between the knees. Inhale, let's look halfway up. And on your exhale now, let's step our left leg back for a nice deep lunge, gazing forward, looking at our journey. And exhale, step the right leg back. Let's step it back into plank, but let's hold this first plank. Let's generate a little heat. Let's make sure our fingertips are spread out so we're protecting our wrists. And we're looking for one straight line from the heel through the crown of the head, so we're not lifting or dropping the chin or the back. All right, this time let's go ahead and let's softly, strongly just lower all the way down to the mat. Let your heart melt to the mat, release the toes. Inhale, lift your heart up off the mat, lengthening the spine for cobra. Let's do a few baby cobras. Exhale, release down. Inhale, belly ribs, chest, head, gazing forward, or maybe gazing a little higher as our back bend gets a little deeper. And one more round. Inhale, lift up. And beautiful. Exhale, release down. Curl the toes under. See if you can press back up onto all fours and then into our first down dog. Let's hold this first down dog. Let's inhale, press through the palms. Exhale, press through the heels. And maybe even take those dogs for a walk, pedal the feet. I like to add a little twist to my down dog. I don't know if you guys ever seen a down dog hold down dog, but they get the most juiciest posed position they can find for themselves. And then just take a moment here, just settle in, draw the shoulders away from the ears, trying to bring the forearms down to the mat and the heels down towards the earth. And beautiful. Let's inhale the left leg up to the sky, and let's exhale, step it through, maybe round the spine, making space. Step that left leg through, coming back into that runner's lunge, gazing forward. And go ahead, step that right leg in to meet the left leg, half back on your inhale. And exhale, surrender, letting all the breath out of the belly. Seeing if you can even press your thighs onto the belly, letting all the breath out. Before you inhale, let all that prana, life force energy back in. Upward salute or standing back bend. Exhale, chair pose, sink into the heels, reach to the fingertips, chair of your choice, Utkatasana. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, relax, let go. Let all the breath out, surrender. Inhale, look halfway up. And exhale, step now the right leg back for a nice deep lunge, looking for that one straight line. And go ahead, come into your plank position. And exhale, slowly, strongly lower now. See if you can maybe stop at the 90-degree angle and then release and lift into your cobra, drawing the shoulders away from the ears. And on the exhale, see if you can maybe press yourself right back into plank and back into down dog. Let's hold down dog for one full breath. You want to inhale, press through the palms evenly. And on the exhale, you want to bring the heels gently down to the mat. Let's inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, step that left leg in to meet the right. And exhale, surrender. Maybe you're getting a little deeper in your forward fold as we're starting to warm the body up. Inhale, upward salute or standing back bend. Choice is yours, no right, no wrong, whatever you feel comfortable. Exhale into your chair. Sink into the heels, reaching through the fingertips, and inhale again, upward salute. Using the strength of your legs to bring you in and out of the pose. As you exhale now, surrender. Forward fold, nice flat back, lower down, drop the head, look between the knees, and inhale, let's look halfway up again. Exhale, step your right leg back for a nice deep lunge, gazing forward, and exhaling back into plank, slowly, strongly lower. Maybe stop at the 90. Maybe this time you want to push up. Lift the heart and lengthen the spine into an up dog, gazing forward or maybe gazing up. Exhale, let's come back into down dog and inhale the right leg up to the sky. Step in the right leg through the hands and beautiful. On your inhale, step that left leg in and exhale, fold, surrender, relax again, let go and inhale, sweep the arms up. Inhaling belly ribs, chest, head, Grabbing that energy into the palms, maybe taking a gentle back bend. Exhaling back into chair pose, sinking into the heels. Let's do one more round on each side. Inhaling, upward salute. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, look halfway up. Exhale, left leg steps back, right leg steps back into plank, slowly, strongly lower. Inhaling into cobra or up dog, gazing forward or up. Exhale, come into down dog. Adho Mukha Shavasana, hold for one round. Inhaling, pressing through the palms. Exhale, press through the heels. And let's take that left leg up to the sky and then go ahead, exhale, step it through. Inhale, step that right leg in, half back. Hands on the shins of the mat and exhale, surrender. Inhale, rise. Micro bend in the knees. We're using the strength of our legs and our glutes to come to upward or back. Exhale, chair. Utkatasana, sinking into the heels. Inhale, upward salute. Moving with the breath. And beautiful. Inhale for half back. Exhale, take right leg, step it back, frame the front foot. Take the right leg, left leg back to meet into plank and exhale for a chaturanga. Inhale for cobra, up dog, choice is yours. Exhale back into our down dog. Take the right leg up to the sky, step the right leg through the hands. Take the left leg in on the inhale for half back. Exhale, fold, surrender, relax and let go. When you're ready, inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest, head, gazing forward, or maybe take a nice gentle back bend. And then exhale, let's go ahead, take a chair. Last chair, sinking into the heels, reaching through the fingertips. Maybe this chair, let's hold for a few breaths. Again, we can either bring the palms down, especially if we have tight shoulders, alongside, facing, or maybe getting a little deeper to activate the core. Bring the biceps alongside the ears. Let's exhale out into mountain. Inhale for upward salute. And exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Take a moment here, reconnect with the breath. And remember that intention you set. And beautiful. Let's inhale, sweep the arms back up. Let's inhale, belly, ribs, chest, head, upward salute. Remember grabbing that energy today into the palms. As we exhale, let's take a forward bend. Let's relax the head, maybe look at the feet or maybe in between the knees. Let's inhale, let's look halfway up for a half back, and this time let's exhale. Let's step our left leg back for a warrior one position. Left leg's gonna come back at a 45-degree angle. Let's bring the arms out to a T position. So we're peeling our chest up off the thighs, hovering, and on our next inhale, let's float the arms up to the sky, gazing forward or maybe gazing up to the hands. And let's exhale, let's do that a few times, keeping the bottom half stationary and just moving the top half. As you inhale, belly, ribs, chest, head, again, gazing forward, or maybe gazing up. Exhaling, trying to keep the bottom half stationary so we're grounded, yet the top half is moving, flowing with our breath, with our prana. And beautiful, last one, exhale, take that bow. And this time, inhale, lift the arms up, lengthen the spine, and let's take cactus arms. Let's open up the heart for a moment. And then exhale, let's go ahead, come out. Take the right leg back to meet the left in plank. And exhale, take a chaturanga. Maybe hold for a moment here. Then press, lift the heart to lengthen the spine into our up dog. Exhale, let's all meet in down dog. Hold for one breath. Inhale, press through the palms. Exhale, press through the heels. This time, let's take the left leg up to the sky. Step the left leg through the hands and take that right foot flat at a 45-degree angle. Bring the arms alongside the body, hover the chest over the thighs, and when you're ready, inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, take that bow. All right, so again, the bottom half is grounded, rooted in our practice, and the top half we're moving and flowing, we can be a little more creative. Maybe sweep the fingertips up, lift the heart. Last one, exhale, take the bow. Digging those heels into the mat as we inhale. Let's open up the arms, her cactus arms, opening up the heart. And beautiful, exhale, lower the arms down. Inhale, take that right leg in to meet the left, half back. Inhale, open. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, upward salute, standing back bend. And exhale, chair, Utkatasana, sink into the heels, reach for the fingertips. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Relax, let go. Inhale, let's look halfway up. And now exhale, step the right leg back. Virabhadrasana 1, when we're ready, arms come alongside the body. Inhale, sweep the arms up, gazing forward. Except this time we're going to exhale, open up into our Virabhadrasana 2. Palms come down. We're going to inhale, straighten the arms overhead, straighten the leg, grabbing that energy back into the palms. And then exhale, gaze back over at the middle finger. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest, head, maybe gazing to the side or up to the sky. Exhale, press that energy down into the earth. Inhale, see if you can feel that energy you're collecting in the palms. And then exhale, go ahead, slowly, strongly lower and take a peaceful warrior. Take that left arm, reach it up and around, bringing that right arm down onto the thigh. Left bicep alongside the ear. And let's exhale, let's pinwheel the arms around. And let's take a vinyasa flow. Left leg steps back to meet the right. And on your exhale, slowly, strongly lower. Stop for a moment and then come into your cobra or up dog. And let's exhale, let's all meet in our down dog. Hold down dog for 1 full breath. And then take your right leg up to the sky. Step your right leg through the hands. Find your Virabhadrasana position. Arms come alongside the body. When you're ready, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Palms come down, gazing over at the middle finger. As you inhale, turn the palms up. See if you can grab that energy. You can create into your palms. And then exhale, see if you can feel it, pressing it down into the earth. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhaling, belly, ribs, chest, head. And then exhale, pressing it down 1 more round. Inhaling. And exhale, beautiful. Let's go ahead. Let's take a peaceful warrior. Let's flip that right palm and inhale. Send that good energy back behind us. And exhale, pinwheel the arms around. And let's take the left leg, step it in to meet the right leg for half back. And then exhale again, fold over, relax, let go. Inhale, upward salute. Or maybe standing back bend. Exhale, Utkatasana. Upward salute, lift the heart. Exhale, let the heart melt on towards the thighs, maybe even bend the knees if we need to. Inhale, look halfway up. Exhale, left leg steps back, Virabhadrasana 1. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, go ahead, take a bow. Let's add that bow back in. Bowing down to the light, the energy from within all of us as we inhale up. Exhale to warrior 2. Take a moment, stand your ground. Inhale, flip the palms, reach for the fingertips, maybe follow the hands, salute. And then exhale, press that energy down into the earth and let's flip that right palm. And let's take a reverse warrior. Front knee stays over the ankle. And then on your exhale, let's come right into our Trikonasana. Let's pour over. Let's bring our hand onto the shin, looking at the ankle, the foot, or maybe we can gaze up to the sky. Beautiful. On your inhale, I want you to lift and reach for that left fingertip. And on the exhale, take that left arm, pinwheel it down and around, bring it up, back into your Virabhadrasana 2. Let's take that left arm, pinwheel it around, and let's step that right leg right back into our plank. On your exhale, slowly, strongly lower. Don't let gravity pull you down. On the inhale, let the gravity push you up into your up dog or cobra. Exhale, it's all meat and down dog. Hold one breath. And on the inhale, left leg comes up. Let's try that on the other side. Left leg steps through, right leg comes flat. Warrior one, inhale, Virabhadrasana. On the exhale, take a bow, hinging from our hip, not from the waist. As you inhale, sweep the arms up, and exhale, open to Virabhadrasana 2. Take a moment, stand your ground, and then flip the palms up and straighten out that front leg. Grab the energy in the palms, and then exhale it back down into the earth, back into Warrior 2. Inhale, sweep that left arm back and around, and reverse your warrior. Take a moment here. And then exhale, let's come right into our Trikonasana. Straighten out that front leg, left arm comes down on shin. We can look at the foot, the wall, or maybe up towards the ceiling, towards the sky. Inhale, reach to that right fingertip. And then on the exhale, bring that front knee back over the ankle, right arm pinwheels, back and around, back into our Warrior 2. Beautiful, let's go ahead. Let's pinwheel the arms back around, runner's lunge. Come into plank. Take a chaturanga for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push into cobra up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, press through the palms. Exhale, press through the heels. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, left leg, right leg steps through. Left leg comes to a 45. When you're ready, inhale up. Take a bow, surrender. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Back to Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale for Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, straighten everything out. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Take a moment, gaze back over at the middle finger. Inhale, reverse that warrior. And then exhale, right into Trikonasana, straighten out the front leg. Right hand comes onto the shin, left arm comes up to the sky. Exhaling back into Warrior 2. Pinwheel the arms. Let's take a Vinyasa flow, or at any time we can sit one out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And then go ahead and let gravity lift you up into cobra or up dog. Exhale back into down dog. Now hold for 1 breath. And then when you're ready, inhale the left leg up. Exhale the left leg through, right leg comes flat. And when you're ready, inhale for Virabhadrasana 1. Take a bow. Exhaling. Inhale. Lift the heart, lengthen the spine, Warrior 1. Exhale, open to Warrior 2. Slowly and strongly find your position. Inhale, straighten out that left leg, reach to the fingertips. Exhale, bring that front knee back over the ankle. Take a moment, stand your ground, and then flip that left palm and come into your reverse warrior. And then exhaling right into your Trikonasana, folding over. Left hand to the shin, right arm to the sky. Take that right arm down and around. Virabhadrasana 2 again. Take a moment here, stand your ground. Let's do 1 round in silence, going as fast or as slow as you like. This is your opportunity to be your own guru. Coming in down dog. Virabhadrasana 1. Taking a bow. Lifting to Virabhadrasana 2. Sweeping the arms up. Back into Virabhadrasana 2. Reverse your warrior. Exhaling to Trikonasana. Back to warrior two. And let's take a vinyasa flow. Going as fast or slow as you like again. And when you're done with your flow, let's all make our way to the top of the mat, stepping in for a half back. And then exhale, folding over here, taking a moment, relax, let go, drop the head down. And let's inhale. When we're ready, float ourselves back up to upward salute. Grabbing that energy, and let's exhale. Let's bring our hands to our heart center. Take a moment here to feel the energy we created. Maybe bring your hands into Anjali Mudra, so you're bringing your thumb to the center of your heart. Maybe even feel your heart rate. Feel that energy we created, our prana, bringing all that life force energy to every cell, every fiber, every muscle in the body. So before we make our way down to the mat, let's take a moment. Let's practice stillness. Let's work on our balance. Let's bring our arms down by the side, coming into our mountain pose. Let's pick up our toes and spread them out. Making sure that we're rooted, feeling all 10 toes, the ball, the outer and the heel of the foot. Again, lifting through the heart, lengthen the spine. And let's go ahead, let's practice our Virabhadrasana 3, being we practice 1 and 2 today. We're going to shift the weight to the right hand side, step the left leg back, maybe back onto the big toe. If we need a little more help with balance, we can bring our arms out to a T, or maybe we can challenge our balance, bringing our arms alongside the ears. Keeping that one straight line with the body as you inhale. You want to keep reaching through the fingertips, letting that left leg come up, trying to keep that one straight line from the fingertips to the heel until we're fully parallel with the mat, with the earth. Keep reaching through the fingertips, pressing that right foot into the earth as you lift up through the core. And on the exhale, like a lever, see if you can slowly and strongly lower back down into your mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms back up. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart center. Pick up the toes, spread them out, reroot. Shift the weight to the left. Bring the right toe back. Either arm's going to come out to a T or alongside the ears. With each inhale, keep reaching through the fingertips again, trying to find that one straight line. Eventually, enjoy the journey. Eventually, we'll be able to come over. Or maybe we're really good at balance, and that's our thing. Beautiful. But we also want to be able to practice poses that we're not so great at. So we keep that balance physically, mentally, and spiritually. Lowering the right leg down, back into your mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms back up. And now let's make our way down to the mat. Let's exhale, let's fold over, relax. Let go, stretch out the back of the legs from that warrior 3. Releasing any stress or any tension we may have caused. Maybe dropping the head down. And beautiful. Let's step ourselves back into down dog. And maybe even hold down dog for a breath or two. Again, inhaling, pressing through the palms. Trying to get the forearms to the mat, and exhale, letting the heart melt towards your thighs. And let's come into pigeon pose. I'm feeling pigeony today. So let's take the left leg up to the sky, pressing through the palms evenly. Bend that left knee. Maybe for here, before we come into pigeon, If you didn't fly into it already, stack one hip on top of the other just to open up that left hip a little here, maybe in little circles with the ankle, and then we'll come into our pigeon. So opening up the front of the hip, and let's open up the back of the hip. Let's take that left knee and bring your left knee right to your left wrist, and then you are on the left top of the foot. Take that right leg, and you're going to bring the right leg back. Now, if you find that you need a little more support, you can bring a block underneath, grab another block to help. But let's hold pigeon. I find students kind of fly right into resting pigeon, and we're going to come into what I call now working pigeon. We have resting pigeon, sleeping pigeon, and this is working pigeon. Let's work in our pigeon here. So trying to get these shoulders over the hips to try to get the hips down to the mat. Working on opening up that hip flexor. We can gaze forward, or maybe we can gaze up, working on our back bend. But be mindful if you start to throw the head back and you're kind of sound funny like I do, then you want to find a position where the breath and the prana can move freely. If you want a bigger back bend, maybe walk the hands back. All right, let's come out of our working pigeon. Let's come into a resting pigeon for a moment. Take a rest and drop the head down. We can hold here or even one hand on top of the other. And if you want even a deeper sensation, you can come into a sleeping pigeon and walk the hands all the way out. Wherever you are, I just want to relax and let go. And if we're going through difficult times, we want to try to breathe through those times. But if they're too difficult, then we just want to take a moment to rest and come out and honor our bodies. But wherever we are, we're going to slowly begin to come out by bringing the hands maybe back and pressing through the palms. And let's find ourselves back in our down dog. Let's curl the right toe under, step back in a down dog. Inhale, press through the palms again. Exhale, press through the heels. And let's take now the right leg up to the sky. Toe down, heel is up on this down dog. We've been doing this down dog where we're strengthening the back of the glutes. But for this one, we're going to bend the knee and open up the hips. So we're opening up the right hip and the right side body and that right hip flexor. And that should feel yummy. You can even do little circles here with the ankle, one direction and the other. And then go ahead, square the hip, bring that right knee to the right wrist, and then send that left leg back. All right, so holding here, so we can bring our hands either out front if we need a little more support. The right hand could come. We can, again, use the blocks if we need them. We can check ourselves by curling the back toe under before we release the toe. All right, so here we're trying to get the right hip down to the mat again. If it's too much intensity, put a pillow underneath. You can put a block underneath. You can grab for the bolster and put that underneath. But we do want to work on first getting the shoulders over the hips and the ears over the shoulders. And eventually you can kind of make some maneuvers. And after a few breaths, hopefully your hip will come down. Once your hip comes down, then we can go ahead. Let's take a resting pigeon. For resting pigeon, we can hold here, one hand on top of the other, or maybe take a full rest, just relax. Or maybe you want to come into sleeping pigeon, your hip is all the way down. You can take this route if our right hip is down. Check your foot, make sure you're not rolling to the right to get the hip down. And I want you to breathe into the areas you feel tight or stress. As we inhale, maybe inhale into that right hip. And as you exhale, tell the right hip to relax and let go. And beautiful. Let's go ahead, let's slowly come out. If we're in a sleeping pigeon, let's come into a resting pigeon. Back into our working pigeon. And then let's go ahead from our working pigeon. Let's come and meet in our staff pose. I love staff pose. Staff pose is such a great transitional pose. Coming down into supine. Before we come down to the mat, let's come into staff pose as we reach to the fingertips. Staff pose is a great pose to work our core, but also to help with posture. So this pose can be very difficult for some people. If you find the arms, you might want to open them up. You may even want to use a wall for a little more support. But as you inhale, I want you to inhale, keep reaching through the fingertips, lengthening the spine. Hold that length, and maybe for this one, we're going to bring the arms alongside the body and see if maybe we can gently lift ourselves up off the mat by maybe lifting and just drawing the navel to the spine, hollowing the belly, and then holding here for a breath or two just to work the core a little here, activate the core, generate a little heat before we exhale. Slowly, strongly lower ourselves down to the mat, and then inhale, sweep the arms back up to the sky, and then exhale. Let's cool down that system. Let the heart melt to the thigh, nose to the ankle, crown of the head towards the foot. Maybe we can grab to the shin, the ankle, or the foot. Maybe eventually we can bring the forearms to the shins. And again, moving with a nice flat back with each inhale. You want to inhale into the parts you feel tight. And with each exhale, you just want to relax and let go. Now, maybe for the last breath, once you found that space, you can surrender. And beautiful. Let's go ahead from here. Let's walk our hands back. And let's take one gentle twist. We'll take the left leg, cross it over the right before we make our way down to the mat. Twisting poses are excellent. Take that right arm and just hug that left knee into the chest. And you want to find a nice straight position with the spine. Now, if we find that we're having a hard, difficult time holding ourselves up, then you want to just take that left hand and bring that left hand really close to the back. That's going to act like a second spine to hold us up. If not, you can release and just bring the left arm behind you. And then from here, you can start to twist as you exhale, twisting from the belly, the ribs, the chest, the head. Try to keep that right foot and right heel flex. You can also take the right arm and hook it for a little more intensity. What that's going to do is add the upper back. So it's going to give a little more traction to the thoracic spine. And on the exhale, maybe get a little deeper by dropping that left palm down to grab for the hip, and then getting even a little deeper into the twists. And then go ahead, slowly twist out, bring that right palm back up, and then slowly twist from the navel, the ribs, the chest, the shoulder, and again, lastly, the head. Let's take that left leg out and take the right leg in. Again, let's make sure the right right foot can stay flat onto the mat, and let's hug that knee. Take that left arm, hug that knee into the chest, lengthen the spine again. That right hand can come to the lower back to give us a little more support. As we exhale, we're going to exhale, bringing out the spine from the belly, the ribs, the chest, the head. Now here, I can't get that deep into my twist, so for me, I may want to take my hand a little further back if you can hold yourself up, and then you can either bring the palm flat or into spider fingers. To get a little deeper in the twist, bring the left elbow, hook that left knee or outer right knee, holding here, or even taking the palm, turn it down. From here, if you want to get a little even deeper sensation, take that left hand and bring that lever down so that left hand is coming to the hip. Good, holding maybe here or even the palm flat. See what feels best to you. I tend to like the fingertips up, coming onto all 5 fingertips, and then go ahead. Let's release that lever, turn that left palm up, slowly, strongly release out from the belly, the ribs, the chest, and lastly, the head. Good job. Let's go ahead from here. Bring both feet straight. Okay, let's make our way down. Let's make sure we have enough space for when we lower it down, that we're on the mat. And let's take a bridge pose, stretch out those hip flexors a little more. Nice little gentle back bend. We'll bring our arms alongside the body. From here, walk the shoulder blades in, and when we're ready, we're going to inhale, lift the hips up, and let's do a few rounds. Exhale, lower the hip down. That way we're slowly warming the body up, maybe getting a little bigger with each Inhale. As we inhale, lift the hips up, roll back onto the shoulders, and then exhale, release. This time we're going to inhale, lift the hips up, and we're going to hold this bridge pose. Okay, we can either hold here if we like, maybe see if we can walk our shoulder blades in so our feet, our fingertips are maybe touching our heels. From here, then maybe we want to work on interlacing the fingers and walking the shoulder blades in. This is usually a really good indication when I know my students are ready to come into a shoulder stand. Especially in this position, I can easily come into my shoulder stand. From here, bring my hands, kick my legs up. If we want to practice, if that's in our practice, we can walk our hands underneath. Bring our hands underneath the hips for support, and then from there, lift up, palms come underneath, and then we can lift into our shoulder stand from there. A little more about strength and power to come in to a shoulder stand from there, but at least you know you're coming into it safely, and my cervical spine is protected, and my shoulders are in the right position. So to come out, we can go ahead, if we're in a shoulder stand, go ahead, bring the hands onto the hips. All right, maybe even slide them. Make sure you can find that mat again before you take the other foot down, and then we can come out of our bridge pose or shoulder stand, slowly, strongly lower. Beautiful. Take the left leg, straighten it out, and let's take the right leg, and let's bring that right knee into the chest. Extend the left leg out, and then switch sides. Bring that left knee in, extend the right leg out. Let's bring both knees in to reverse the spine. Bring the forehead to the knees. And beautiful. Let's go ahead, and now let's take a little mini shavasana. Let's come into corpse pose. Bring the feet to the corner of the mat, and let's turn the palms up. Let's wiggle the body around. Let's not be a stiff corpse. We don't want to keep all that stagnant energy in. We want to open up the legs slightly. Open up the palms, open up the arms. All right, maybe even wiggle the body around. All right. Find the most comfortable position for yourself. And this is the moment we take where we work on the inside, or build our energy, our confidence, our fire in our bellies. It's also the time that we just let go. We let go of old belief systems. That's what corpse pose symbolizes. Letting old belief systems die, old energy die. We do this every time we come to yoga, whether we know it or not, even if we practice 5 minutes a day. We let old pieces of ourselves go, old belief systems, to make room. Letting go of any stagnant energy, any blockages, to make room for new thoughts, new ideas, creating new energy. Take a moment to feel any energy you created for yourself today in your corpse pose for the next 3 breaths. And then go ahead and begin to wiggle around your toes and your hands on your next exhale. Slowly come out of your corpse pose by reaching your fingertips up towards the top of the mat, almost like you're waking up for the first time in the morning. And then exhale, roll over to the left or right hand side of the body into our baby pose. Taking a moment here to feel the safety and security of this pose, but also to let the energy slowly come back as we slowly rise up. Bring the right hand or the top arm. Press through the palm of the top arm so we come into our Sukhasana. Take a moment here Maybe you're still feeling the good vibes from our practice today, and take a moment to feel that energy we created, and maybe even think about how you feel physically, mentally, and maybe even spiritually. Take a moment here to reconnect with your breath before we end our class. And on your next inhale, let's reach our fingertips up towards the sky, drawing the palms together. And on the exhale, lower the hands at the heart center. As I'd like to thank you for practicing with me today, and the good in me bows to the good in you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste.